Saint Germain, you came to bring freedom to all humanity. I am Saint Germain, and I come to be with you at this time. In these times that continue to promise change, changes coming from all directions and from multiple sources. Such changes are indeed underway. Much of them have already occurred, but they continue to happen and will continue to happen. Changes you expected, as well as many changes you may not have expected. Because everything is destined to progress toward the new earth, toward the new understanding, toward that collective consciousness of unity. All of this is about this. This entire transition is moving in that direction to bring these monumental changes into your world, into your inner world, as well as your outer world. And you, each one of you, are a fundamental part, of this change. This is why you came here. You came to restore freedom and sovereignty to humankind in every sense of the word. This is your mission. This is your destiny. Once again, as you have done so many times in so many different worlds, in so many different systems and galaxies far away, you have done this before. And this is another moment where you gather as souls who find yourselves once again in this group, and Osiris Vegli, of which you're a part, and you spread this understanding of these knowledges to many others who are ready to receive them. And know that there are many groups across the planet, like you, working diligently toward this, being light workers, light warriors, trailblazers, and dawnbringers. Bringers of the new dawn of light that will shine upon the planet once again, as it once did. And know that when your founding fathers planned this endeavor, when they planned this transition, they were not planning only for the time they were in. They were planning for many lives to come, for many generations to come, knowing that the world would transform and change as it indeed has. And the forces of darkness would be defeated, just as they were defeated back then, bringing freedom to all who are ready to receive it. And now the time has come again to bring that freedom to all who are ready to receive it and to become it. Freedom is precisely that. Being free to live your life as you wish, having the free will to live and be who you came here to be. You truly are the ones who paved the way. You truly are the new founding fathers of a new generation of life and liberty. Freedom for all. Independence for all. Not only here in this country, in the United States, for America, but for the entire planet, for the whole world, for every country. All countries joining together in a unitary consciousness, bringing freedom to all who are ready to welcome it. I am Saint Germain, and now I leave you in peace, love, and unity, so that you may continue to understand who you truly are and the power each of you holds within to realize the freedom necessary for all humanity. Trust your instincts. Listen to your body's second brain. Often your body knows before your mind does. Learn to calm the noise, restore safety, and rebuild trust in the wisdom of your instincts, the powerful intuitive system that signals safety, warning, and truth. There are moments when your body reacts before you can even find the words to describe what is happening. Your stomach tightens, your appetite disappears. A mild nausea sets in, or an unexpected, inexplicable calm arrives. You might try to rationalize the situation. You tell yourself you're overthinking, overreacting, imagining things. But the body does not speak in arguments. It speaks in sensations. Before I even learned to call it intuition, my body knew. Before I could explain why a place didn't feel safe, why a decision felt wrong, or why a person made me uneasy despite their kindness, my gut reacted. It tightened, went quiet, or grew heavy in a way that felt like a warning I wasn't yet ready to take seriously. We are often taught to distrust this kind of knowing. Sensations are considered unreliable, especially bodily ones. Be logical, we're told. Be rational. Gather evidence. Wait for confirmation. Give yourself an explanation. Yet time and again, it is the body that reacts first, long before the mind can process the situation. Physical evidence of the body's wisdom, the gut, is both a physical system of the body and a metaphysical sixth sense. Science is beginning to explain what the body has always known. In the walls of the gastrointestinal tract lies a complex network of neurons known as the enteric nervous system. Often called the second brain, it contains hundreds of millions of neurons and operates largely independently of the brain housed in your skull. It processes information, learns patterns, and constantly communicates with the central nervous system, not in words, but through signals. The gut is deeply involved in processing emotions. It produces neurotransmitters, including serotonin, and responds rapidly to stress, safety, familiarity, and threat. When something is off, the gut often registers it before conscious thought forms a narrative. It does not predict the future, but it remembers the past. Patterns of harm, overwhelm, or protection are detected, learned, and stored, and the body reacts first, You might notice this in everyday moments. For example, when you finish a task and it seems complete, but something doesn't add up. You can't quite figure out what, but your gut tells you, not yet. Maybe it's a detail to adjust, a section to refine, or something to delete entirely. You tinker with it, fix it, move things around, and finally you understand. You feel a little surge of relief, a quiet satisfaction spreading through your chest and stomach. Your body knew all along it wasn't really finished, and now it finally feels right. Many of us are trained to ignore these signals. We stifle hunger, fatigue, discomfort, and restlessness in order to be productive, accommodating, or strong. We say yes when our body says no. Over time, this creates a fracture, not just between mind and body, but between us and our self-trust. Stress confuses the signals. Trauma, chronic stress, and prolonged emotional tension can distort these signals. When the nervous system remains in a state of alert, the gut may react with anxiety rather than clarity. Appetite changes, nausea, or digestive issues may appear without apparent cause. These are not imagined sensations. They are a form of communication. The body is trying to protect itself with instructions that may no longer fit the current situation. Physical diet also plays an important role. The gut reacts not only to emotional experiences, but also to what it is given. Irregular eating, highly processed foods, and constant metabolic stress can increase gut reactivity, making signals stronger and more confused. When the body is nourished consistently, the nervous system calms down, inflammation decreases, and gut signals often become quieter and clearer. This is not about perfection or dietary control. It is about support. The body interprets nourishment as safety, and clarity often follows. The work, then, is not to silence the gut, but to restore a sense of safety so its messages can be heard clearly. Regulation, rest, nourishment, and emotional honesty help the system recalibrate. When the body learns it is safe, its guidance becomes more stable, quieter, and more reliable. Trust may take practice. Listening to your body is a practice of presence. It requires slowing down enough to notice sensations without immediately trying to explain them. It asks us to be honest about what we feel, even when it goes against our plans or challenges logic. Trusting your instincts does not mean reacting impulsively. It means building a relationship with your body, learning its language, and honoring it consistently. It is when you stop and ask yourself, what does my body know right now? It is when you allow yourself to feel the tension instead of ignoring it, or to feel relief instead of dismissing it. With practice, you begin to repair a relationship with yourself that may have been neglected for years. The body does not shout. It whispers. It is patient. It waits for us to slow down, to pay attention, to align with its guidance. All it asks of us is to listen. Trust does not grow from certainty. It grows from the quiet attention we give to ourselves. Life Tapestry Creations. Find your inner voice, dear ones. Even if everything is going wonderfully in your world, it probably does not appear that way to you, because you are bombarded with fears and anxieties. Please, look within yourself and discover the true state of your personal world. Perhaps you are perceiving your personal reality, or perhaps not. As you ask yourself what your inner world is communicating to you, make sure you are listening to your inner voice rather than your mind. What is happening in your outer world might be your worst nightmare. But is that outer world experience your true world? Or is it a three-dimensional world of which you are no longer a part? It is time to explore accessing your personal information by denying what is happening in the 3D world. Turn within and find a place in your body that does not include your mind or intellect. This will be a new experience for many of you, because your 3D go-to center has become the intellect, logic, and outward-facing fears. Deny these elements and move lower in your body, to your heart center. What does your heart center tell you? Does the message that comes from it make you feel frightened and agitated? Or does it allow you to calm many, if not all, of your fears? Transfer your inner messages from your intellect to your heart. Of course, some of you cannot yet access heart messages at the frequency you would like. Not because these messages are inaccessible, but because this is a new concept for you, even though we in the universe have discussed your new communication center for years. Preparing you for this moment, shifting your focus from your three-dimensional mind to your new self's heart is one of the most difficult parts of your transition. Perhaps some of you have already been able to act from the heart for some time, especially when we or other sources remind you of this personal access point, more accurate than your three-dimensional mind could ever be. Nevertheless, you probably continue to rely on your three-dimensional mind out of habit. It is time to develop a new habit, one that will transform your world in ways we cannot yet explain to you, just as an adult cannot explain romantic love to a 12-year-old. Shifting your personal informational reference point from your three-dimensional brain to your heart is a unique experience, much like your first discovery of romantic love. What was no longer exists, including the use of your 3D brain in place of your new inner voice. Of course, that inner voice has been with you throughout your 3D lives, as well as in lives lived in other worlds and dimensions. You simply learned to turn it off whenever you decided to live a 3D life. Since Earth is no longer a 3D world, continuing to live it with a 3D mindset limits you as much as you would limit yourself if you refuse to function as an adult in your 3D world. Once you allow yourself to explore your inner voice, countless possibilities will open up for you. We in the universe suggest you tap into your new information center at least once every waking hour, a center that will open the world to new thoughts, actions, and self-love. You will no longer have to wonder whether a thought, action, or word is right for you, nor will you have to worry about what will happen in your three-dimensional outer world. These concerns will fade as soon as you grant yourself the freedom to be yourself in all your magnificence. Do not be surprised if initially the information feels counterintuitive or even frightening. The question, "Do I have the courage?" will resurface repeatedly until it is no longer needed, because you will know that the person you were in the 3D dimension no longer exists. A change that will lighten your being in thousands of different ways. Allow yourself to evolve. Then allow yourself to explore. And finally, allow yourself to be in all your glory. And so it is. Amen. Grease and the weave of time and space, dear ones. In our planetary process of unification and moving into a new dimensional space, we are undergoing many changes in the fabric of time and space, realigning our 3D sense of time with the simultaneous one, as we continue to recover our original connection to the multiple universal timelines that exist. Each of you holds a unique template, mission, and coding to assist the recalibration and rescaling we are experiencing. Carefully anchoring each thread of light where needed, helping to restore our Earth's original connections and essence. June will offer us a significant opening in one of the most important planetary time fabrics, Greece, in the Peloponnese Peninsula, a unique place that houses 6 ruins and 6 castles, positioned in specific energetic areas to create a geometric pattern that opens time and space. This is similar to other Earth portals that allow us to connect to other interdimensional timelines, such as Easter Island, Chile, Oahu, Australia, or the Bermuda Triangle. The June 6th and 6th passage represents the culmination of this loving and harmonic passage that will determine a new course for our planet, as all who are open and have activated their DNA time codes will also perceive the shift in time, being able to navigate new dimensions, both in the dream phase and while awake, downloading the memories and wisdom necessary for your ascension journey. This place in Greece, as well as others, acts as a bridge to other ascended timelines and is crucial at this time in the dimensional transfer our planet is undergoing, as it reconnects dimensions for the soul transfer process currently taking place, as more and more souls are being helped to exit the 4D astral trap to reach 5D, 6D, or wherever their soul frequency allows them to begin the transition. Many of you, as stabilizers and sound anchors, will begin to realize your unique purpose in this or any other location to which you have been assigned, as this great opening is being strongly felt at this time. It began for me last night, as planetary events do not occur in a single day. They are a progressive energy building up to their peak. I have been invited to share this with all of you who are experiencing a new incarnation in your planetary purpose, a recalibration of your light bodies to a higher frequency, or who act as stabilizers in this location. This is a time when many of you will begin to awaken new abilities necessary for your unique planetary role. Remember to be open to receiving from your divine sources, avoiding comparing yourselves to others or what they do, because doing so would hinder this new awakening and expansion. There are many abilities and senses still unknown, and the more open you are, the more you will receive. Nurture no expectations, only an open heart and mind to become who you are for yourself and for the whole. Also remember the importance of practicing grace, harmony, and coherence to align with who you are and your purpose, and to receive it into your heart. For many of you, this passage will be a time of building, creating new foundations and greater stability in your lives, even if that means moving to a place where you feel fulfilled and at peace. For this passage will lead many to a place where they will be more spiritually fulfilled and energetically appreciated. Thank you, dear ones, for your precious help in restoring our original planetary template and our harmonic essence. Within infinite love, Natalia Alba. Message from Source. Leaving the life trapped in repetitive cycles. The time humanity spends on Earth is short, so it is important to wisely use the opportunities for growth and development. People tend to be negligent with the time God has given them, and so what is insignificant gains importance, and what is senseless gains meaning. Instead of addressing the essential matters of life, they raise up and contemplate futilities. People pass through ages without learning from their experiences, and in this way, they remain trapped for too long in the earthly game, in this world limited by time and space. Yes, indeed. Many remain trapped in the repetitive cycles of time because they are unwilling to reach decisive insights that could change their lives. Today we are experiencing this in a particularly pronounced way. Today an unprecedented number of people inhabit this earth, and an unprecedented number of these people repeatedly find themselves living a life already lived many times over, experiencing experiences already tried, and finding themselves in dramas already repeated. Here is what is happening. Now everyone has an enlightening opportunity to break this cycle of repetition. Divine light has the power to liberate the defenseless as soon as, in the moment of great truth, the veil of ignorance lifts for a brief instant. This happens because God's grace is at work, and because the time has come. JJK. Is this why so many people, currently over 8 billion, are here on Earth? It seems to me that all the people who have ever lived on Earth have incarnated today to share the grace of exiting the matrix. Is my impression correct? This is why you are here. God, this is why people are here. To liberate their divine consciousness now in divine light, and to receive healing from all painful experiences. To see what is, and to see who you are. This is why you came from eternity and descended into time. The true reason all souls ever incarnated are now gathering on Earth is to take steps toward growth previously unattainable or long delayed, and to seize unique opportunities for healing. JJK. How is it that it seems to me that even here on Paros, where people like me spend happy, relaxed vacations, they know nothing of this cosmic dynamic? It seems to me that people are more obscured than hyper-illuminated, because the majority remain unaware of the luminous developments that are clearly perceptible and described by the spiritual world. People's lives seem to continue as usual. Few notice the real changes. God, it seems that everything remains as it was. Yet inwardly, the human being is being renewed, until they are new and awakened. The miracle of the transformation of an entire world and the transformation of humanity is taking place, both individually and collectively. The time of repetitive cycles is over. I am the way. I am the key. I am the goal. What is expected is the human being who has fallen out of time, who moves through eternity. I expect you to be a human being. God, the one who serves, the pole's the one who serves. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om, Om, Om. Greetings to you, the one who serves, and we're here now to assist you if you have questions. We very much wish to be of help to you. This is what we are, the one who serves, not one, but many. And we're here precisely for this. To serve, to help you understand the power you hold within to realize what Saint Germain has just gifted. Freedom for all humanity. How may we help you here? Member, I have a question. I ask this question on behalf of all the men listening to me. Is there an herb I can take to make the prostate relax its grip on the urethra? The one who serves. Dear one, we will tell you that there are many herbs and many different methods used precisely for this purpose. All you have to do is what you call Google it. You will find different types of remedies, different ways to act in that direction and alleviate symptoms, and all of this is available to you. You simply need to do some research. It is not for us to give you precise instructions on what to do next, because it is your free choice to look into the matter and do your research. We can tell you, however, that all the information is available. There is the medical model, and then there are alternative methods, accessible to anyone willing to look for them. All right, member, I thank you for your answer. However, I do not trust Google at all. The one who serves. We can tell you that with discernment, you can achieve much. Use your discernment to understand what you need. There is much truth that can emerge. You only need to look more deeply into it. Are there other questions? Member, yes, this is. We haven't spoken about this for a while, but I am asking about the poles, the North Pole and South Pole. During a meditation, I saw the connection through the Earth with Antarctica. Then I saw Iceland and Greenland. Those names do not refer to the truth of those places. I am wondering if Iceland is truly the portal to outer Antarctica, reflecting that ice platform, the ice energy there, and if Greenland holds the portal to Greenland's Antarctica, to the truth of that place. Thank you. The one who serves. We will tell you that you are receiving much information, but know that it is not new to you. It is new to your consciousness at this moment, but this is something ancient being brought back to your mind. This is why you are receiving these memories. We have spoken about this many times. There are memories coming to all of you. They are coming to you right now, a bit before others, because you are diligently seeking these understandings and memories. We will tell you that you are on the right track regarding the understanding of the connection between the North Pole and the South Pole, and these places you just spoke of. There is a connection. There are portals, gateways, all over the world, across the planet, many of which have already been discovered by the forces of light and then by the forces of darkness, and are now being re-established by the forces of light. Much of this will be revealed in the future through numerous disclosures. Member, thank you. The one who serves. Are there other questions? Member, I often wake up at night, which is decidedly unusual for me. Is this a collective feeling coming from outside, from a small group, or is it something I should be aware of? The one who serves. We will ask you a question. You are an empathic person, are you not? Member, absolutely. Yes. The one who serves. That in itself would answer your question, because you are perceiving the miasma all around you. You are perceiving the disconnection rather than the connection. You are perceiving the disconnection among the people around you, their mental processes, their fears, their panic. All of this is penetrating you, and you are absorbing it. So we will tell you that to keep it at bay, you must use the tools that have been given to you by James, by Joanna, and by any other source available to you, to help you keep it at bay. The violet flame, the tube of light. All of this can push it away and help protect you from all that miasma surrounding you. Another thing we want to say. You do not go to the beach often, do you? Member. No, I don't. You are absolutely right, and I feel your influence. The one who serves. Yes, we will say that it would be very beneficial for you to do so, since it is not far for you, to find yourself on the sand, the warmth of the sand on your feet, the sunlight on your back, and especially the ocean waves. The sound of the ocean and the negative ions that are all around. That in itself will be of great help to you. Member, thank you very much. That's great. Yes, thank you. The one who serves. Do you have any other questions before the publication channel? We add nothing further to conclude for now, and we say here, just as has just been said, to use the tools that have been given to you over time through these calls, through other sources you may have, other channelings you read, whatever it may be. Numerous tools are available to help you and guide you along this transition path, bringing you ever closer to the advent of the solar flash and to your personal ascension. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.